I'm Clover and this is my art channel. I am not at my normal setup. Say hello to the purple wall. And that is because today we are going to be decorating my bulletin board. I am honestly so excited because I have so much cool stuff to decorate it with. Now, if you have not already watched some of the videos over on my main channel, Clover the Cutie, I'm talking specifically about the haul part 1 and 2. So basically, I went to a convention, bought a whole ton of stuff and some mystery bags, opened all that stuff, and today we're going to be using some of that stuff to decorate my bulletin board. So if you have not already watched those videos, I definitely would recommend watching it again. It's not necessary, but it would kind of help you understand things a bit better. But anyways, yeah, today we're going to be decorating my bulletin board and kind of deciding what to do with some of the stuff I got from the mystery boxes and stuff that I got from the haul. Now, I don't know about you, but I am parched, so I am thinking maybe we try another one of the Sailor Moon inspired sodas. So I've already tried quite a few of these. I think I tried one in the original video. I believe I tried the Sailor Mars one then, and then I did a short where I tried a few more, and today let's try the Sailor Moon one and then we'll get into the video. Okay, so it kind of squirted me a bit. This one is pomelo flavor. I've never heard of that, so let's give it a try. Ooh, I don't know what to describe that like. It tastes weird. I don't know if it's good weird or bad weird. It tastes almost bitter. I'm not even sure if I like it. It's weird. Like, the fizz is definitely there, but I don't know what flavor I'm getting. Like, it's weird. Okay, I have to say this one's not my favorite, but if you go over on my main channel, I will be doing kind of like a mini short series where I try the rest of these, because there's quite a few of them. But again, I've already tried some of them. But yeah, this one, not the best, but anyways, let's go start decorating my bulletin board. Okay, so here we have most of the stuff from the hauls that I did. So that is from the convention ones where I had mystery boxes, and then also just the stuff that I knew what I was going to get when I bought them. So as you can see, this stuff looks like a lot less than it did beforehand, and that is actually because some of it, and actually most of it, I gave to my friends. So this is the stuff that we're going to be putting on the bulletin board. Now, you might have noticed that the belt is here, and why on earth would the belt be here with all this other stuff? Well, I kind of want to put the belt on the bulletin board. Now, I don't know if you remember, but a little while ago we put this little tiny cauldron on my desk to represent the bigger cauldron that I made in the potion vid. So I kind of want to continue along with the theme of putting things that represent videos on my bulletin board. So the belt was a video, so we'll put that up there, and then all the stuff is from the haul. And some of this stuff represents other things like the Minecraft sword and how I stream Minecraft over on my live channel, and how I will have my very first episode of Summons out on my main channel over on Friday. So yeah, I just thought it would be cool to kind of decorate my bulletin board because, not gonna lie, but it's looking pretty bland with just those mushrooms there, which are cool, but they have all this stuff that we could put on it. So yeah, let's get into it. But wait, before we start this, I should probably say that some of these things like the Aventurine photo card and the pom-pom thing and the Aventurine plush will not be easy to hang up on a bulletin board. So some of these will not be put on the bulletin board. And these little charms here, or keychain things, those are actually new because I got those from a friend. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, this video is not only going to be decorating my bulletin board, but also figuring out what to do with some of the things like these. So more just kind of decorate my bulletin board with me, while also kind of figuring out what to do with all this stuff, because it's a lot. And again, I've already given some of this stuff away to friends. But anyways, let's get started. So I think for now, let's kind of separate the things that aren't going to be easy to hang. Like this, I'll probably keep for later. Same for the pom-pom thing. This Aventurine plush, I might do something else with, which we'll come back to in another time, but not today. This I definitely want to put on. Same for this. This one I'm not so sure about, but yeah, why don't we get all this kind of sorted and categorized? Okay, so again, Aventurine plush, these stuff probably not gonna hang up. I like the keychains though, so we will probably hang those up. We're definitely gonna hang up the belt. Some of these are AI art, like some of them are really cool and others are, you know, not the best. So I'll put those in this pile, which you kind of have to think about. Same for these. I kind of am thinking I just want to paint over these and just do something different with them, but we'll see. These are more like little resin knickknacks and stuff, which are honestly so cool and I love them, but I don't think I'll be able to really put them on my bulletin board. The sucrose standee is super cute and I absolutely adore it, but again, trying to put it on a bulletin board is not gonna be our best bet. Don't get me wrong, I do love this Linny pin, but I do think that maybe I would paint over it or something, not really sure, but I don't think I'm gonna be putting it on my bulletin board. These are from the sucrose keychain thing, which I'll keep for now, but these by themselves probably won't go on the bulletin board. Now, I definitely want to put this Navia keychain on the bulletin board for a specific reason, which may or may not be hinting to something that has to do with Navia that we're going to be doing later on, so I'll just put that over there for now. However, the Linny and Lynette ones, although they are absolutely lovely, I think I kind of want to keep the Linny one for my Linny shrine and maybe the Lynette one for something else. This again, I'm not really sure, so I'll just go ahead and put that in the maybe pile. This is a music box, which we're not gonna really be able to put on a bulletin board. These keychains I really love and are super cute, so I think we'll definitely be putting them on the bulletin board. Same for these because Animo happens to be one of my favorite elements, and I might actually be doing some Genshin streams sometime soon over on my live channel. Although I absolutely love this guy and he's so cutesy, I don't think we're gonna have an easy time putting him on the bulletin board, so we're gonna have to leave him out. But this jean pin would be really easy to put on the bulletin board because it already has like the little thing to stick in. So honestly, I think we're definitely gonna put that on the bulletin board. And now that we've done most of this, let's take a look at the posters. So if you have not already seen, these are the posters that I got from the mystery box and they are super cool, but they would take up so much space on my bulletin board, so I think we're gonna leave them out. These prints are also super cute and I absolutely love them, but I do think I want to keep them for something else. So now that we've gone through most of this stuff and kind of have our maybe pile, our yes pile, and our no pile, I'm saying why don't we kind of reorganize some of this stuff so that we can look through the stickers and cards next. Okay, so I have most of the stuff rearranged so that we can take a bit of a closer look at it. But before that, I just wanted to say something quickly about the earrings. So I got quite a few pairs of earrings, which are honestly so cute and I love them. But I won't be putting any of them on my bulletin board because I actually want to start wearing these maybe in videos and stuff. There was also a pair with red hearts, but I already kind of picked those out and have been wearing them already. So yeah, these guys I'm just going to kind of keep for just wearing instead of just displaying them. So yeah. But now that that's clear, let's get into some of this stuff. So I've already talked about in the other video how these aren't the best quality and how I don't really love them, so I'm honestly thinking I might repaint them or do something else with them. So let's just toss them over there. And then all of these are unfortunately AI art, which I do not support, so I'm probably either gonna recycle them, repaint over them, or something. Again, I don't love this pin, so I might repaint over it or something, so let's just put it up there. And then there's also this, which is pretty cool, but I'm thinking I might be able to do something cooler with it in the future. And then, of course, we have all of these photo card things of Linny, which are all, unfortunately, AI. Luckily, not all of the Kaching ones are AI art. Unfortunately, a good amount of them are. And I mean, a lot of them are. But this one is actually good fan art that I've seen before, so we will be keeping this one. But all of the other ones, I'll find a way to do something with them. It'll probably involve repainting over them or something like that. Then we have these bigger Kaching arts. This is actually one of her official arts, so we know that's not AI. Same with that one. That one, however, this one could very well be AI. So I'm gonna just toss that one. But yeah, luckily we still can keep these three. Then we have the smaller cards, which I'm not really sure if they're AI or not. I think this might have been from Hoyo Fest one time, and then this one I'm also not sure about, but this one looks like the same one as that one, so I'm gonna toss that one and keep these two. Then we have the smaller Linny cards. This one is official art. This one I think I've seen fan art of before, and then these two, I think that one's actually art from a fan, and then this one is AI. So now that we've decided about those, I'm just gonna stack them up and let's take a look at some of the stickers and cards. But wait, actually, before we look at that, I do think I kind of want to keep these and maybe like display them in a line like this on the bulletin board. I feel like that could be kind of cool, so I think I'll keep these. But anyways, let's kind of move some of that stuff out of here and rearrange those so we can take a closer look at other things. Alright, so as you can see, we have quite a lot of cards, and we'll get into those later because there is a lot of them. For now, let's take a bit of a closer look at some of the stickers and decide which ones we want to put on the bulletin board or maybe keep for other things. So these 3 stickers at the end here, I did actually purposely buy because I thought they were cool and I really liked the vendor, so I think these 3 we will be putting on the bulletin board. But now we have to go through all of these ones. This one is kind of cool. I really like that Raiden one. Okay, I definitely want to put this one on there. I think that one's cool. This one is kind of cool, so I'll put it in maybe. I don't have a lot of Honkai Star Rail stuff, but I do really like the game, so I'll put that one there. This one is also pretty cool. This Klee one is cool, but I'll put it in the maybe pile. I'll also put the Nahida one in the maybe pile. I love this Klee one though. And this Butha one is kind of cool. I'll put it in maybe. And then we have the Gepard one. We obviously have to include this Paimon one. Then we have Sat Gepard, a Zhongli one, a Navantrin one, and then all these. So I think the rest of these I'm going to put in the maybe pile, but I do think the Avantrin sticker, which is special and foily, I'm going to save for something else. But anyways, I'm going to just move these piles of stickers over. So again, this is the yes pile, this is the maybe pile, and I'll just kind of decide which ones I do and don't want to include while we actually decorate the bulletin board. And before we get into all of those cards, there are some other cards I'd like to look at. Now, this is actually a card deck that I got quite a while ago. They are all Genshin themed and have Genshin fan art on them. This is the back of them. You can see there's Ayaka. This one's folded, and it's a picture of Yao Yao. And then there's all of these different kind of cards with Genshin art, which is either official art or fan art. All in all, I absolutely love this card set, and it's really pretty, so I was thinking maybe we could display some of these, kind of like on my bulletin board maybe, and then the others we could do something else with. And yes, I do know that I could just play with these like a normal card set, but come on, look at how pretty the designs of these are. I don't necessarily want to ruin them like I accidentally kind of did with that Yao Yao one. Plus, I have played with these before and they are pretty fun. But anyways, much like the stickers, these ones I'll just kind of decide which ones we will and won't put on while we're actually decorating. And then for the rest of all these cards, I think we're just gonna kind of do the same thing with all the others. So let's just go take a look at the bulletin board and then kind of decide what we're gonna include and what we're not gonna include when we're actually looking at it. So let's go. Alright, so here's the bulletin board. We should probably start decorating it. Also, I am wearing my glasses today just so I can see things a bit better. But yeah, it's kind of probably hard for you to see what I'm doing right now. Like even the little mushrooms look really, really tiny. But don't worry, we're going to take a closer look at this once I'm all done at the end as always. So I think what we're gonna want to do is start with some of the bigger things, so probably the kaching art is what we'll start with. Because normally when you're making mosaics and stuff, you want to use the bigger arts, like these, first. So let's kind of place these where I want them to go. So I think I kind of want to maybe scatter them, have them in the corner like this. I think that would look pretty good. I just kind of have to decide which one I want where. I think I'll put this one of her lanternite skin up here, and then just kind of layer them on top of each other. And then I'm going to put this one on top of all of them because, like I said, this art is my favorite. I love it so, so much. It's one of her official arts from Lanternite. Now, this is probably not going to be the most visible in my video, so I'm kind of wondering if I should put it somewhere else. But honestly, okay, maybe we'll move it a little bit. If we put it more in this corner, it might be a little bit more visible in my video, so why don't we put it over there? One trick I've learned when putting things on bulletin boards is if you put the pin just right above instead of inside of it, it doesn't create a little hole. And you can see there's a little impurity there, so we're just going to put the pin kind of sitting on top like that to keep it in place. And again, we're going to be putting this one the lowest, so it'll be probably hopefully the most visible. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. You can see it's looking a bit more decorated. But I think what I want to do is grab a few more of the kaching things and kind of make a kaching corner, if that makes sense. So I know I do have some kaching cards, like in this set, there are some kaching cards. I don't think I have any other kaching things really though. I'll take a look and tell you what I find. Okay. Right now I'm just kind of carefully peeling the $3 stickers off of those 2 card packs because again, I kind of want to layer them kind of like what I did with the kaching things over there. So I'm just going to try and get the stickers off of these. Okay, so I did what I could with these, but you can see there's kind of like little things from the stickers, but it's fine. They won't be too visible because they'll be like all the way back there, so it should be okay. And you can probably layer them to make it like less evident and stuff. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We could definitely put this in the Kaching corner. It's not really Kaching based, but it's electro and purpley. Kind of matches her design a little bit, so we can put that over there. And we do also have this Kaching card, which is really cool, but I think it's AI art, so I'm gonna leave that out. Alright, so I did find quite a few Kaching cards. So there is this one that goes like this, which is honestly so cute. I actually do really like it, but I don't know if we're going to use that one because we also have this one with Xianling and then these two other ones. I still haven't really decided which ones I'm going to use, but I think I'm going to do one of the group ones and then one of the regular ones. So let's go choose. Okay, after some careful consideration, these are the two that I chose, and then these two we'll keep for something else. And then of course we have this lovely little thing. So let's go ahead and put those over there. Alright, that's what it's looking like so far. Again, probably hard to see, but I think it's looking pretty good. So now we have to move on. I think I'm gonna kind of want to include some stickers over there, so let's go take a look at what we have. Alright, so I don't have any Kaching stickers, but I do have this Raiden one, and then we could also include the little engulfing keychain. And the reason why I really want to include the engulfing lightning keychain is again because I really like the merchant, but also because I have engulfing lightning in real life. It's gonna be kind of hard to fit in frame, but this thing is like taller than me. It's it's huge. So yeah, thought that would be kind of cool to include in sticker form, because I can't exactly put this on my bulletin. Can't exactly put that on my bulletin board. So yeah. Anyways, okay. It's kind of hard to see, but over in the corner there we got our engulfing lightning just kind of hanging, and then the Raiden sticker. Now, as I was saying before, would you kind of want to do with a mosaic like this, or like a combination of things? You want to put the biggest things first. And I'd say the next big thing that we have to include is the belt. So let's start trying to figure out how we're going to get that on. Okay, so here it is. It's almost actually the length of my bulletin board, so maybe we could just have it kind of like hanging along like that. I'm not really sure. Let's give it a try and see how it looks. Guys, putting a belt on here is a little bit harder than I thought. Give me a minute. Okay, I got one of the sides of the belt on. Again, hard to see, but we're just gonna kind of get it to drape across. Okay, wait, that doesn't look half bad. You can just kind of see it kind of hanging along there. It looks better from close up, but you see the vision, right? I think I'm gonna add one more pin just kind of in the middle to keep it secured, because right now it's only kind of like holding on by the side, so just to make sure it's more secure, I'm just gonna pop that right there in the middle. And it kind of looks like one of the pearls, so it's all good. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with that, so let's add more. And you know what I think would be kind of cool? If we kind of put some of the keychains kind of right here so that they kind of hang down in this space, kind of. It'll make more sense in a minute. Okay, wait, since things were so hard to see, I decided to give you a little close up. So here's the Kaching corner, then we have engulfing lightning right there, and then that's where we have the Farina kind of keychain thing. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good so far, but I definitely want to add another keychain kind of like here dangling down, just like the Farina one on the other side, but I'm not exactly sure which keychain I want to put yet. So we could easily just put the Klee one over on the other side, and don't get me wrong, I love Klee. But we also have this really cute Animo slime, and then also the Animo Liyue vision, so I think I might put probably the slime over there. Okay, I think that looks pretty cute right there, so I think we're gonna leave it there for now. And maybe since we're putting Animo in that corner, we could maybe put the Jean pin kind of like right there or right there. Alright, so there we go. I think that's pretty cute. Okay, so I've zoomed in for you, so now you can kind of see what things look like. So over that way we have the Kaching corner, then it's kind of hard to see, but the Farina keychain's over there, and then kind of like right there is where the Animo and Jean pin is. Again, I know it's super hard to see right now, but we're gonna take a closer look once we're done. I think I want to add this Jean card kind of in the corner over there with kind of where the pin is, because I think that would be cool. And then since we have an Animo slime on this side, I think I want to add this Animo slime on the other side, and I kind of want my sword to be visible. So let's go and add those. So I'm thinking maybe like around here near the Kaching corner, or like near the mushrooms even, like maybe kind of there-ish for the sword. Let's give it a try. Okay, so I put the sword on kind of right here, and then I'm thinking maybe I'll put the Animo slime just there, and then another card over there. So let's go and do that. Maybe it would be cute if we tried to squeeze the supers thing. No. I do actually have this really cool Bailu card, so maybe we could put that over by the Animo slime. We might have to move the Raiden sticker up a bit. Okay. Okay, so that side's looking quite a bit better. I do think we need maybe like a sticker or two over here, so let's go take a look at what we have. Okay, so I'm thinking we put this Paimon and Blade sticker, the Blade one kind of next to the Minecraft sword, because, you know, Blade, that would be funny. And then this kind of near the animal slime. Okay, so next, I think I want to add some more of the cards. In fact, why don't we add some of these kind of the way I was saying, like layering them kind of like that to make like a little mosaic thing of them, kind of maybe on the other side. So let's go give it a try. All right, and there we go. We kind of have the card packets lined up over there. I'm honestly happy with the way it looks, but let's add in some stickers. I think the Sadra part sticker is pretty funny, and I think it would be funny if it was kind of pointing at some of the other cards. So let's go put that on. And then let's also add in this Klee one, which I absolutely love. So honestly, I will say so far so good, but I do kind of want to put maybe some more stuff in the middle, but that does mean we won't be able to see it while I'm filming. And I also kind of want some more stuff down here, but again, I also want to leave space for future projects and stuff that I might want to put on my bulletin board. So I'm thinking I'm going to go take a look at the cards with you guys and kind of decide which ones I would like to put on the bulletin board and which ones I'm kind of thinking we should leave out. So we already did use quite a few of these cards specifically for Keqing, so I'm going to look through these and we're going to decide which ones we want. So we already have a Keqing one, or actually two on the bulletin board, so I'm going to say no to those. I already have a Jean one. We don't really need a Barbara one. I love Xingqiu, but no. This one's so cool, but I think I'll keep it for something else. I'm going to say no to the Xianling one. I love this card, but no. Chi-Chi, no. Albedo is kind of cool, but I have a card, just like a regular card like that. Then we have the Su Tao one, which is kind of cute, but I'm going to say no to that. We already have some Klee stickers up there, so I'm going to say no to those ones. These Mona ones are kind of cute, but I already have Mona up there on one of the card packets. I do like this one, but this one has to be one of my favorites, so I'm going to say maybe to that one. I do love Kokomi, so I'll say that's a maybe. We already have quite a bit of Raiden stuff, so I'm just going to go through and take the Raiden ones out, and this one is especially pretty. Ooh, but it does have Raiden and Kokomi. I'm gonna say no for now though. This one I do really like, but I'll keep it for something else. Let's say no to the Amber. This one is really pretty, so I'll say a maybe. I do love Venti, so maybe this will be a no. That one will be a no. This one is cool, but I'm gonna say no. This Amber one will be a no. I do like that, but no. I do love this one, but I'm going to say no. No to the Ganyu one, no to the other Ganyu one, and no to the Yao Yao one. So out of all of these cards, we have chosen like 4 that we like. So let's go look at the other types of cards, and then we'll come back and narrow it down more. So in case you can tell, I have a lot of these cards, and a lot of them are from all different series. They're pretty messed up right now, like just in a really weird pile, but let's go through them. So this Diona one, I actually have a friend who really likes Diona, so I'm going to say no to that. I do like this Noelle card, but it's a high art, so we're going to say no. This Ayaka one is cool, but I don't love the style of that type of card. Again, Yanfei isn't one of my favorite characters. I have a friend who actually likes Seiyu, who I actually gave the Seiyu plush to. I really like this, I think it's Sealy one, but I don't play Honkai Star Rail much, and she isn't one of my favorite characters, so I'm gonna say no to for now. But this one is pretty cool, so we'll say that's a maybe. And then we have Equivia Fivona, which is kind of boring. Kazuha's we have that Ayaka one, Beidou. I'll put the character card ones, like the Kazuha, Beidou, and Ayaka one, just kind of over here for now. I'm gonna say no to the Samurai, even though he is glittery and cool. I do like this Animal Hypostasis one, it's very cool. This Ganyu one is very cool, but I'm gonna say no. Barbara, no, not the soup one. I don't want the soup one. Oh, that was a different food actually. This is the soup one. Still a no though. Then we have the Sea Drake guy, who I have 2 of. I'm gonna say no to him. I'm gonna say no to the Spear. She's cool, but meh. Klee, I'm gonna say no to. Random Hilly Troll, no. Another Sea Drake. This guy. Weapon. Another enemy. Eula. Another enemy who's the wrong way. Fischl. Albedo. Hilly Troll. Oh, what's this one? Another Treasure Hoarder. We do have a Tartaglia one, which is coming up. but I think I'm gonna say no to these ones. Just because I already have a lot of cards and stuff and we've taken up a lot of space, so I'm gonna say yes to this one. We'll put it up there, but the rest are gonna be no for now. And I might give them to friends or something. All right, so of all the cards, we have narrowed it down to these ones. So the Tartaglia one, I love it. I love the way it looks, very cool. But I'm not so sure if I want that one to be the one I choose. I do like this Ayaka one, but again, I'm not sure which one I should choose. I'll say no to this Ayaka one, and we'll actually go back and grab one of the other Ayaka ones, and then I think I'm gonna say yes to the Venti one, just because he's one of my favorite characters, and then these two we'll say no to. Okay, so here are the other two Ayaka cards we have. So we have this one and this one. I think I'm gonna choose this one. Don't get me wrong, I love the style of this one, but I think oh no, we didn't put one of those up there. But still, I'm gonna go with this one. So again, we're gonna be putting these two cards up on the bulletin board. So let me go find a spot for them. Okay, I think I'm gonna put the Animo Hypostasis card kind of over here, and then the Ayaka one kind of on the other side. Okay, I'm actually pretty happy with that. I do think we could put a sticker maybe over there in that corner, just kind of on the bottom to fill some space. But then after that, I think we're almost ready to take a look. So of the stuff that's left, we do still have this sucrose kind of card holder, I think, but I think they'll keep that for something else or something. And then we do have these keychains, but I've already put some keychains already on the bulletin board, so I think we'll say no to those too. But I actually really do love these stickers, so I think I'm gonna try and squeeze them in somewhere. And then of course there is this Navia keychain, which may or may not hint to a future video. But you know what? I think for now we'll keep this off the bulletin board, and we'll put it on the bulletin board once the thing I do with this is actually done. So let's go put that away. So again, I'm just gonna put these stickers over on the bulletin board, and then we're gonna take our final look. Are you ready? Let's go. All right, so here it is in all of its glory, my bulletin board. So here we have it. Let's take a closer look. You can see I kind of tried to still leave room, especially in the middle, for future projects. And again, we're gonna continue to redecorate and add to the bulletin board as my channel goes along, because again, I want this to represent kind of like my channel. So here we have the cushion corner with the stuff I got from the mystery boxes from the haul, and also the stickers I got. And then we also have that engulfing lightning keychain, which I love, this lovely Bailu card, and then the Minecraft sword, which represents that I also make Minecraft videos over on my main channel, and there will be one out this Friday, a blade sticker, Animo, which is my favorite element, Paimon, which is kind of like the symbol of Genshin, which I do intend to do Genshin streams later, and then some more stuff from the haul, and then of course the lovely belt that I worked really hard on, and then those random mushrooms that I just kind of put on my bulletin board one day because it was art I did with a friend, and I just kind of love them, so we're gonna keep them there. And then over on this side, we have the card packets, and then also some more of those stickers. Like I said, the little Japard one pointing over at Kuching, and then that Jean card, the stickers down here, and then, yeah, we also have the Jean pin, and the Animo slime thing, and the Ayaka card. And all of this is to represent the haul that I did, because let's be real, I got a lot of stuff in that part 1 and 2 of those videos, and I kind of wanted to show that off because that was a video I made, and again, the bulletin board is kind of supposed to represent my channel. Now, I will admit that I put maybe a little much on the bulletin board for now, but again, I did try and leave some empty spaces. But when I'm gonna be sitting here doing intros and stuff, the camera's normally a lot closer than this, and you can already see that you can't necessarily already see everything that I've put on. Again, there is still some space kind of around me, but this isn't even exactly the normal position that I have the camera in. But all in all, I'm pretty happy that my bulletin board looks a lot more full and that we still have some space to expand. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one, because I know this video was maybe a little boring for some people because I was just kind of decorating my bulletin board, but I promise you next week we will have some proper art stuff. And again, it might have something to do with the Navia keychain, maybe not, we'll see. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. And make sure to let me know what you think if you enjoyed the video, if you think I did a good job with the bulletin board and all that stuff. Anyways, see you next time, bye!